Hello everybody and welcome back. So we are back on My Creative World, and today we are going to be doing a sort of winter inspired cabin. It's kind of in the Christmas spirit, however, it's wintry and where I live, not very wintry, actually very hot, summer, but I can wish that it was winter. So we're going to build a very cozy log Christmassy winter cabin. It should be a lot of fun, and I did downgrade my game so I could use replay mod. That also means I don't have the zoom, which is why we've got the normal F5 instead of the zoomed one, but it should still be fine. I've got all the shaders installed so we can do the replay mod and have a pretty cool time lapse. So let's get into it. So instead of just adding music during the time lapse, I've decided to do some commentary. And given that it's giving season, why not talk about some Christmassy topics, particularly something I'm interested in. Although Christmas in today's age is donned as a happy season about coming together with family, for some it's seen in more of a negative light, or at the very least have ties to some more negative beings. In short, what I want to talk about is the monsters of Christmas. So we have mythical creatures like, I guess, Santa Claus, elves, things like that, but some of the more things that I'm interested in are the monsters of Christmas and Christmas Eve. So there are quite a few around the world. One of the main ones, and the first one I want to talk about with you, is the very well-known Krampus. It's an anti-Santa taking the form of a half-goat, half-demon creature. Krampus is known as a reverse Santa, as it punishes children who don't behave throughout the year, with pretty severe punishments, with some reporting that it beats children with objects, and some claiming that it even kills and eats naughty children. The origin of this beast was from German folklore and is still widely shown as an important aspect to the Christmas holiday to this day. So back to our building, you can see in the time lapse I had a lot of issues with some of the little intricate details, so the roof especially I had some problems with, but I was able to sort that out. And there is a few moments in this replay that it kind of, no clips through the walls, but it's nothing major, so don't worry about it too much. Another Christmas monster, as you could call this, I'm not even going to try and butcher the pronunciation, so I'll just put it up on screen instead. Much like Krampus, this monster punishes naughty children. However, instead of just knowing which children have been naughty, this monster follows an Icelandic tradition where children who finish their chores before Christmas would get new clothes early. This Christmas monster keeps track of those who did not get new clothes and punishes them. After finding the children who may have been too lazy to finish their chores, it is said to eat the children as punishment. Kinda freaky. There, of course, is more adaptations and other ways people learn how this monster lives, varying between different parts of Iceland, and stories evolve through retelling. But all in all, I'd say this monster is a little bit scary, to say the absolute least. So let's finish this time lapse and kind of explain what I've done here. So, as you can see, we've finished the main building, and also, as you can see, I've got my zoom back. So in the midway through building this, actually, the replay mod updated. Kind of annoying, I still have to deal with a whole bunch of issues with my mods, as I recorded this on the old replay mod, which means I have to render it out with the old replay mod, which means shaders and everything. So, great. Anyway, we'll work on the interior, and we'll keep having a bit of a chat. I hope you guys enjoy this kind of, instead of music, more talkativeness, I guess. Anyway, we'll do the inside and talk a little bit more. Back to some of the Christmas monsters while we do the interior. A Christmas witch is another mythical monster, the full name I'll put on the screen. It prowls around during the holiday season. Unlike the monster we discussed before, this witch doesn't seem to have an infatuation with new clothes, as she walks around wearing rags. As expected with all these other legends, she also punishes bad children, but in a way more intensive way. It's quite graphic, and I'm not going to disclose exactly what she does. If you're interested, feel free to do your own research, it's pretty interesting. But it's definitely an awful creature. Other than that, I couldn't find too much more about tradition or anything that I could really understand, so if you know more about this creature, please put in the comments. It was one of the more mysterious ones. But weirdly, we ended up going up in severity with the intensity of these Christmas monsters. It was completely unintentional, but it works well. So let's get back to Minecraft, because look, we're all finished. So we finished the house, and I'm pretty happy with how it looks. I hope you guys enjoyed the commentary that we did, but let's have a proper look inside. So as you walk in, we've got a really nice kitchen and dining room. I wanted to add some of the black stone, or cobbled deep slate, and black stone to give a bit of contrast to the wood, because we had a lot of wood textures. That's also why I put a lot of green. And I used the moss carpet because honestly, the moss carpet, it looks so much nicer than the green carpet. And then it also fits with some of the trees that we've got in here. I think it looks really nice. We've got a very simple kitchen, a couple things around, a bit of a weird fridge, and of course my favourite, bookshelves. We've got a fireplace over here which connects quite nicely, not really, but to the chimney that we've got upstairs, or on the roof even. And as you go upstairs, we've got a few little decorations here. It's a bit tight because we've got this roof right here, but I still think it's really cool. And then up here we've got the bedroom, which kind of looks over, a bit of a loft, and it's got a really nice view of the mountain over here. We've got some bookshelves over here, and a little bit of armor and some storage up here as well. We've got candles around just to give some mood lighting, and speaking of mood lighting, we've got loads of lanterns that are hanging by different chains, just to give a little bit more variation and stick with a bit of a rustic vibe. I really like how this turned out. It's a very simple build. It's quite small, but it's really cozy, and I think it fits with a Christmassy kind of idea that we're going for. It's super simple, and it looked really nice in shaders. And speaking of which, maybe let's just turn shaders on. So yes, with shaders on, it looks pretty nice. The lanterns glow, and the wood looks really nice, and so does the snow. I think it fits really nicely. As you go inside, it looks really a lot more cozier than it did before, and maybe a little bit darker, but we can forgive it. But I think it looks super nice. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's the first log cabin that I've done, and you know what? I'm not mad at it. Not mad at it at all. So with that being said, thank you for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you like the commentary. I might try and do some more commentary with some different things and see how that goes. But again, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!